Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video I'm going to show you how to recreate this design using the Loves Sascha stamping plate, the Lecente D1 and G1 brushes, the Lecente gold foil, CND Shellac and CND Additives. To begin with, we're going to use the Sascha Gossen YS14 plate. And this is the image that we're going to be using, and we're going to need black pool shellac. Now this nail I've already prepped. This is liquid and powder with CND shellac over the top. You can also do this directly over the top of white liquid and powder. So you just buff it all off, finish the nail as you would do normally. Don't shine it up though, leave it quite matte because this design needs the matte for what we're going to be doing next. But this one has had 2 layers of cream puff, cured each layer in the CND LED lamp for 1 minute, and then I've applied CND shellac top coat and again cured for 1 minute. I'm now going to use CND black pool and apply it to my image plate. You can see these that way. I'm going to use my scraper and draw this shellac down into all of the details on this image plate. I'm now taking my Yours squishy stamper and I'm going to press that down onto the image, and you can see that it's picked it up beautifully. I'm now going to press this over the surface of this nail. And the details have transferred beautifully. Now if you're doing this on a finger, you can use latex around the edges so that you make sure you don't transfer onto the actual finger or on the skin. If you do get any on the skin, use a brush with some isopropyl alcohol and just remove it before you pop that finger into the lamp. So I'm just going to place that into the lamp now for 1 minute. The next thing we're going to do is take some Lecente gold foil while our nails are curing, and we're going to cut a small square of the foil ready for us to use. And I've also got a selection of CND additives, so I've got Lavender Whispers, Jade Rekindled, Hydrangea Bloom and Nectar Glaze, and then I've also got a purple that I've mixed up and a orange that I've mixed up, and then I've also got my Lecente D2 and G1, sorry that should be D1. So our nail's cured. Remove him from the lamp. Just going to zoom in for you, and as you can see that's a really pretty design on its own, so you could just top coat that as it is if you wanted to, but I'm going to embellish this slightly more, and I'm taking my gold foil and I'm just going to press it directly on top and lift off. Press it quite firmly because we really want this to adhere to all these super fine details that are created by the image plate. So you just literally press and lift off and turn the foil around so that you've got some clear areas of foil, and just keep going all over that nail until all of that image has been embossed in gold. And when you're happy with your gold coverage, we're going to move on to the next step. So this is where we're going to utilise our CND additives, and to do this I've just got a large tile I'm going to open my pigments. Now you can use all of these colours, you can change the colours, it's completely up to you. This is just the design that I'm choosing to use, or the colours that I'm choosing to use in my design. So once we've opened up all of our pigments, we're going to take our G1, which is the Lecente glitter brush, quite a large brush, and in here I have some isopropyl alcohol, or disperse in the UK. Now CND Shellac and all the products that I'm using are professional products only. They are only available to trained nail technicians here in the UK. And as you can see, I've just done a small dot of disperse in my G1 brush and I've placed it onto my tile. Now I'm going to take my D1 brush and I'm going to wet that, my isopropyl alcohol. And first thing I'm going to do is pick up some jade rekindled and place it down where I have my disperse. If it's looking a bit thick, apply another drop of disperse. So we're basically turning the additives into a paint. And then I'm going to use my brush and fill in the areas that I want with green. And let's see if there's any more. Once you've done that colour, just wipe your brush off onto a little lint-free pad. And then we're going to move on to the next colour. So my next colour, I'm going to choose some Wisteria Haze. And do the same thing as I did with the green. So a drop of disperse onto my tile, pick up a small amount, and then begin to colour. So if you want it like a watercolour effect, apply it at the edge and fade it down towards the centre. The beauty with this is it dries quite quickly, but if you're not happy with your placement, all you have to do is go back in and pick up some more isopropyl alcohol onto your brush. So I'm just wiping that brush off. And now I'm going to dip it in my isopropyl alcohol and just go over. So it fades it out, clears a gap for you. So I'm happy with that petal or that flower. So again, I'm going to pick up some isopropyl alcohol, and this time I'm going to go into my orange. So all you're doing is it's a bit like paint by numbers, except there's no numbers. So you're just colouring in the areas. You want to clean your brush off. Your next colour. So I'm going to go for my purple. you can choose to do your flowers in as many colours as you like. You can choose to just do one colour all over. You can choose the selection of colours, colours that go well together, colours that will blend out easily, or blend together well. So again, it's a little bit heavy-handed on some of the purple, so I'm just going back into my isopropyl alcohol to thin it out slightly. And now I'm going to pick up, which one should I go for? Nectar Glaze, nice pink. So again, water it down, starting at the edge and working our way in. Clean my brush off, and then I'm going to go into my final colour, which is Lavender Whispers. And clean the brush off. So you want to leave the white areas. If you want to add a bit more depth, so I could do with adding a little bit more oomph to my orange. You can go back in now it's dried. And you can see that I'm just adding some depth into the centre of those flowers just by reapplying some more orange into those centre parts. A little bit there, get that off. And that orange was made using Island Heat and pink from the original collection. Hot pink. I'm not too happy with this pink one because it looks like all the same, so there's not a lot of shading or anything that's gone on there. So now all I'm doing is just adding some more isopropyl alcohol. And now it looks more watercolour like. So when you're happy, all you need to do now is take CND Shellac top coat. So you can use the original top coat, or you can use Express 5 top coat. So I'm going to use Express 5 for this. I'm going to seal my extension edge. Make sure you seal this now really well and apply a nice generous layer. So into the centre, and then I'm going to pull forward. Pick up a little bit more, back into the centre. Work it back towards the eponychium. Make sure you're sealing all down those edges. When you're happy that you've got everywhere covered completely with top coat, I'm going to pop that into the lamp for 1 minute. These have all been created using the same technique. This one has actually got mint convertible underneath, so you've got a green background already, but then I've just painted in the flowers. This one is cream puff, very much the same as what we've just done. This one is cream puff again. This one is Creekside. This one is over the top of CND White Retention Plus powder, and I was a little bit more heavy handed with the orange. And then this one is Blackpool using silver foil and then some of the other additives to create a different look. But the technique is exactly the same. So once that's cured, we're going to pop him out the lamp, and we're going to take our white, saturate him with isopropyl alcohol and remove our top film. And there's your finished look, guys. So don't forget that's using the Lecente D1 and G1 brush, the Loves Sascha Gossen image plate in S14, YS14, and the squishy stamper along with CND Additives. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Sorry it's been a while since the last one. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.